They detest locker. There's no point going toe to toe with them. They're broken. They're done. We lock. They hate it. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing the button. Look at what Elon Musk did.
Yeah.
When they're angry, he's just right. So I won't take up any more time. I'm going to hand it over to Helen, and then I'm sure she's going to join some candidates. And people in the far corner over there may be able to squeeze over if you can't see. But it's okay. You can hear, right? Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Steve. Let's buy lots of beers so we can help with payment lines.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and welcome. Before we start, we have to save the date. We have to save the date. And it's not Maggie's wedding. What is it, Maggie?
If anyone's keeping score, my wedding is only 88 days away, but if anyone wants to come, let's get it. Anyways, May 5th, we have our campaign launch in Cambridge. It is going to be at the Cambridge Hotel on Hesper Road. I see a lot of familiar faces here that helped me with my campaign back in September, so that was our meeting spot. Because everyone else will kick me out. So Cambridge Hotel is awesome. Let us use their parking lot a little bit. So Cambridge Hotel, May 5th, between 7 and 10 p.m. Register online, blueontario.com. It's a few links in there. You gotta go search, but we want to see everybody there. It's going to be a party and a half. We want to show everybody that we're there. We're loud. We're going to win this thing, and we're going to take back Ontario the right way.
Before our main speaker, which is going to be arriving shortly, Jim couldn't make it tonight. He messed up one of the dates and he had to make his day schedule, and that's what we do. So our first candidate will speak, and he's from Kitchener, South Hespeler, my riding. John T, come on up.
Hello, can you hear me?
Barely, yep.
I'm John Teet. I'm a father of four, married father of four. And the reason I'm out here is because of the work I do. I'm a realtor part-time, and I'm an operations manager for a biopharma company. So these last 2 years have really stood out as how terrible things can be for us. So the whole pandemic, I was against the way that they locked us down, the way that they forced us to wear masks, and put everybody, whether you're healthy or sick. We could have done much better things. We could have protected the vulnerable while allowing everybody else to go about their lives. That really bothered me. And I've done PCR testing. It's all a little crap. And I didn't like the way that they were pushing it on everybody. Now, on the other side, my realtor, I struggle. I have new home buyers all the time that come to me and say, okay, we're ready to buy a house. We can afford $500,000. What do I tell them? I feel so bad. These young families that this is everything they can afford. $500,000 doesn't get you anything anymore. I have to tell them, well, we can go look maybe out past Woodstock somewhere and see what we can find a townhouse for. And I mean, it's ridiculous. I turn so many people, I don't turn them away, I work with them, but I can't help them. And it's just not right. Back in 2013, we bought a house for $450,000. They tell me now, and I look at the prices and I do comparables on my own house, and after just 9 years, supposedly my house is now worth about $1.75 million. Well, who am I going to sell that to? Who has that kind of money sitting in their bank account? It's nobody that is born here and working here. Jim called me and said, we need people to run, and we need reasons to run. And I said, sure, I got reasons, I see it every day, and I'm willing to work to try and fix things.
Married for 27 years. My wife and I have 4 kids. One's married. Thank you. Just keep doing that. You can't hear me. I decided to run because over the last 2 years, I'm sure many of you were like me a number of years ago, and we voted blue. And then over the last 2 years, we wondered who went colorblind. And so you probably did the same thing I did. We kind of looked at the facts, the statistics, logic, reason, and we realized that it was not us that was going colorblind, but it was Ford turning in his coat, changing it to orange, maybe even red.
Pink.
I mean, if you're going to go red or orange, vote for the ginger.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we need, when I heard about the new blue, I realized that this was the true blue. This was a bold blue. This was the new blue that we need in Ontario, and that is why I am proud. I am humbled and honored and excited to run as your candidate for the new blue party in Ontario for Kitchener Centre.
All of our candidates need lots of volunteers, so please just email their writing and volunteer. Like, there's so many little jobs, big jobs that you can all do. All right, who's here from Kitchener Centre, by the way? All right, customer? All right, okay, Maggie, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. For those of you that don't know, I'm also the riding president of Waterloo, so welcome to my ride. We have a fantastic candidate. I had the pleasure of hanging out with him last week. He's an incredible man, a father, a husband, great stand-up stallion man. Everybody, please put your hands together for Vladimir! Also, if you want to volunteer in Waterloo, Maggie at newblueontario.com, and I'll hook you up with Vladimir, and let's turn this down blue. Vladimir.
Hi everyone. Talk about stage fright. I used to be good at this. My friend in Ukraine took some drama classes. In Ukraine. So I used to be good. Louder? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So came to Canada 2004. Lived my worry-free life until got 3 kids. Moved to Cambridge right when this whole thing started 2 years ago, and then started slowly losing my hope. And especially I was down when I found out that you can't even speak. If you're in the parliament or anywhere in the government, that's it. Just say what they say. And that really brought me down because I was looking at my kids and thinking, this is the world that you're gonna live in. Just shut up, put something over your face, listen to the TV, and that's all you can. That's it. So I'm a little bit nervous. Thank you. And then, I'll get better at this, I promise. So then I found out that Belinda Carvalhalios is the MVP for Cambridge, and she's the one who got kicked out. So I emailed right away, and it was the first time I ever approached a public individual. It was the proper terminology. And she said, basically, don't worry, we got it. And right after that, I knew they found the new blue party, and then the opportunity came along to run. And again, I looked at my 3 kids, and I said, I would like to do it. So I will do whatever it takes, and I appreciate everybody gathering here, like-minded people who want to make Ontario better, make our lives better. And yes, we have a long, fun road ahead of us. Let's do it.
Example of not a politician, am I right? Do you not want to vote for him? Look at his face, it's perfect. That's the guy we want representing us in Waterloo. A dad, a husband, killed it. Now, we have another candidate coming up here from Brantford Grant. He has a very loud voice, very stern man. You've heard him from the middle of the crowd before, ladies and gentlemen. Tad Brzezinski! Anybody here from Brantford? Let him tell you more about himself.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, Shane is from Bradford, so I'm not alone. But yeah, if everyone is from Bradford, just please talk to me afterwards. I want to meet you. A few things about myself. I'm a married, father of 3 daughters at universities. Recently, I was working from home 100%, but I was told to get the vaccine, and I had my reasons not to take it, so I was terminated with cause. And when I returned my computer, they asked me, "Where's your mask?" And I said, "Well, I don't belong to you guys anymore. I belong to the convoy." So I went with the convoy to Atco next day. I'm very happy there is such a thing as a convoy, because I started to lose hope, like I came to Canada 33 years ago, and with great hopes, and I could never imagine that somebody would be telling me, "Hey, you, Dr. Brzezinski, take a shot or get off my plantation," right? Like, I'm not anybody's property. We had COVID like a year and a half ago, and I managed to get some medication. And because I'm from Poland, so there was a Polish doctor who was curing everybody within 48 hours. Right? So I got that medication on the black market. And it came right in time, so I came over Christmas and we were sick like January 6th. So I stopped coughing the next day, and then I felt right, but I got a little bit high because of that medication. And when I drink coffee, you got even higher. So I started to call everyone, like Derek Sloan, Tim Forger, all these people and say, "You know what, we have a cure, it's so cheap, it's 50 years old, there's no money." And nobody was interested. They thought I was crazy. But I wasn't afraid of COVID anymore. But still, kind of I'm grounded in this country. I kind of fly to visit my mom, anything like that. So, yeah, I'm here to fight, basically. We don't take things like that for nothing. I'm from the same town as Pastor Pawlowski. So I'm not going to give up. I'm not afraid of, some soft boy in Ottawa or some gummy bear in Queen's Park.
Gummy bear. All water.
Okay, our next candidate is from Oxford. Tommy Oldenburger. Who's here from Oxford?
Hi everyone. Nice to see so many faces and know we're so united in what we're doing here tonight. Everybody, and I'm probably the most anyway, so my husband likes me. Anyways, yes, I'm from Oxford. I grew up in Woodstock, born and raised there. My children have been to school in Interkip. I have lots of time volunteering in Oxford. Currently live in Tavistock area. My husband and I have a small, we have a farm. I also work full-time off the farm for urban police service, but I work in the courts division. So I've seen what's happening, not with just the other people that I work with, but the people that are affected, even coming into the court system and that sort of thing. How the lockdowns have changed everything. It's changed how there's people managing to not get through the way they should. We've just seen so much devastation. But the one thing that I really wanted to mention was hope, because that's what we're I heard several of us all talk about over the last little bit. And that is what I saw in Belinda. That's when I started seeing Belinda and listening to her and seeing how she stood up for everybody, how she drew attention to the corruptness that was happening in government, how she would call people on it, and that's when we get told, you know, we're fringe, we're a minority, you know, you don't count. And you know when somebody's pushing back on you, you're doing the right thing. You're speaking truth, okay? So here I am, speaking truth. I want to tell you on my way here, driving, the one song that was in my head was part of our national anthem, and that was Glorious and Free. And you know that's where we all want to be, is glorious and free. So I'm here, my name is Connie, Constance, it means constant, steadfast, standing your ground, and that's where I am with the new Blue. You're right.
Our next contestant is from Flamborough. I like saying Flamborough. Paul Simmels, come on up. Okay, yes I will. Okay, speak right into it.
Give her.
Does it sound better?
No.
Oh, closer?
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I've been called down like on the Price is Right or something. All right. So I'm Paul Simos. I'm the candidate for Flamborough Glenbrook, which is a massive riding, by the way. A lot of driving. But let me ask you guys a question. How many people are worried about the future of this province and this country? Yeah. My wife and I had a big discussion before I put in my application for candidacy, and we're the same. We are worried about the future of Ontario, of our country as a whole, and I'm the father of 5 kids, right? So at 5, our youngest is 1. And you don't need to congratulate me. It wasn't much work.
Selling yourself short, buddy.
So we have boy, girl, boy. There we go. Oldest is 14, the youngest is 1. Yeah. So, but we had the discussion. We were worried because our freedoms have been slowly slipping away, almost where to the point where the average person doesn't notice. Right? And if we don't do something now, it's going to be gone. 10 years from now, we will not have freedoms, and we'll be sitting there wondering, where did it go? What happened? Right? And I see in Ontario that the Blue Party, right, the new Blue Party is that, I guess to use the term, the thin blue line against losing our freedoms. And I want to congratulate everybody that's here and everybody that's running, because you guys are the ones stepping up and actually fighting for those freedoms and saying something. So at the very, very, very least, you can say to your kids, your grandkids, I did something. I was there. I did something. So congratulations, everybody. And we're going to win this election, and we're going to stop what's happening to this country. And
Helen. Okay, can we just give it up for Helen for putting on an amazing Okay, up next. Am I loud enough for everybody? Woo! Alright, up next we got our candidate from Perth Wellington. Everybody put your hands together for Bob Austin! Forgot about it. Just kidding. Just kidding to see if everyone's on their toes. Bob Hoskins isn't here. Just kidding. He's not here. All right, now we have our candidate from Wellington Halton Hills, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Kittredge.
Halton Hills, that's great.
Thanks everybody for coming. We should have a handout for Stephen Ascende. He's been a real hero to fight this COVID lockdowns.
Yeah.
I'm from Center Wellington in Wellington Halton Hills. I've been a counselor for 2 terms, and I can tell you that political accountability and transparency is a problem at the local level, at the county level, regional level, and at the provincial level. And that's what we need to fight for. I've been fighting for taxes and representing the residents in Center Wellington. I have a blended family of 6 kids and 7 grandchildren. I own a business, Kittredge Art Glass. It's an international glass blowing manufacturing art glass. We ship all over the world. We have to compete in the world. And carbon taxes are deadly. They're deadly for businesses in Ontario. They're deadly for us small farmers. They're deadly for everyday, ordinary Ontarians. And that's what I'm standing up for. That's what I'm standing up for you, so that we in the New Blue can turn this around. We can challenge the left. I don't like the left. They're Marxists.
Yeah.
They're radicals. They want to create division. They want us to be confused, and then they want bigger and bigger government. And that is not what Ontario's about. We're the heartland of Canada. And if we can get the New Blue in, we can tell those clowns in Ottawa, like, get off our backs. I can't say the words. I can say it. Anyway, I encourage you to tell your neighbors, to tell everybody that you know to stand up. Don't give up. That's what they want us to do. They want us to give up. They want us to be despairing. They want us to lose hope. They want us to say that it's always going to be the same. It doesn't have to be that way. We rely in the New Blue on you for volunteers, for donations, and we just need your support.
Before I introduce my next speaker, Maggie has a very, very important announcement to make.
Hello, everybody. Just to reiterate what I said before, May 5th, am I right, Helen? May 5th, campaign launch in Cambridge. Where? Oh, Cambridge Hotel. I wasn't paying attention. I love this. Cambridge Hotel. Also, just like the man Stephen just said, we are accepting donations here today as well. You can meet me back at the front where you saw me earlier. Nothing more than $25 in cash, please. You can go online to newblueontario.com. Sign up to volunteer, buy a membership if you haven't already, Larry, yeah, this has been a ball, and I just want to give a big shout out to Belinda. If you haven't seen her in person already, she is the coolest chick you will ever see. She is the reason why I got into politics, and I am glad to stand behind her and stand behind this party, so this is awesome. It was great to meet everybody. May 5th, Cambridge Hotel, newblueontario.com. Belinda's coming up. I'll take it over.
All right, thank you so much.
Good. Jim couldn't make it, but Belinda was supposed to be there. There she is.
Many of you got my autograph when you guys donated to the New Blue last year. I'm the CFO of the New Blue Party. If you want my autograph again, donate this year.
Because I'm a record establishment. Louder. I'm a record establishment. Okay, how about that? Okay, I'll try again. Thank you, our lovely hosts, because you guys have been fighting from the very beginning. Lockdown 1, 2, 3, 4. You did not discriminate against the good people of Ontario, so thank you. Thank you so much. It does not go unnoticed. And thank you all for coming here. This was supposed to be a small event. And we have packed this place to the rafters. It's incredible. Because this is what the media doesn't want to talk about. The fact that real people, not lobbyists, not career politicians, real people have said enough is enough. We're done with this overreaching government. And we're going to stand up, and we're going to do the thing that we can do still, so far, which is vote, and make the change that we need in this province. So, I want to thank the candidates for coming out tonight. There's a lot of you guys that came out, and you stepped up. And that's the biggest piece, because, you know, it's scary, right? You're putting yourself out there. You guys all spoke beautifully. Connie, where'd you go? Where'd your Connie go? You spoke very, very well. You guys are naturals at this. So I want to thank you for stepping up. We will be together at Queen's Park after June 2nd. We're going to make that change. What I want to talk about tonight is how did we get here? And it actually started back in 2018, believe it or not. So 2018, Jim had just won a lawsuit against the PC party. So he was the first person, I think, in Canadian history who'd been sued by a political party. And it's because they didn't like what he was talking about, axe the carbon tax and take back our PC party. And we were really deflated then because they were trying to bankrupt the family. And because of anti-SLAPP legislation, which, believe it or not, Kathleen Wynne put through, and I did thank her for it, because of that legislation, we won the lawsuit, and we weren't bankrupt because of the PC party. So then Patrick Brown, who was leader at the time, he got kicked out. And there was a leadership, and we thought, oh boy, the PC party, it's going to be okay. We're going to fix it from the inside. And Doug Ford came in and he said, transparency, and for the people, and accountability. I liked all that stuff. So I said, okay, I'm going to put my name on the ballot. I'm going to put my name on the ballot and I'm going to try. So in the nomination, 2 weeks later we started the campaign. I won the election, which is great. And I'm very honored to represent the good people of the riding of Cambridge. And I've been doing so since June of 2018. But I quickly found out, probably before some of you guys figured out, that Doug Ford was not a conservative. That the PC party is broken, and there is no fixing it from the inside. And it started slowly. It was, well, why are we spending more than the Liberals? Before COVID.
Sure.
Why did we talk about no carbon tax, and the PCs implemented their own carbon tax? But they keep saying there isn't one. Because if you say something enough times, people will believe you, right? They're implementing a carbon tax. Then my private member spot came up, and I thought, well, the PC party had issues with voter fraud and irregularities in internal party elections. And Doug Ford said, let's talk transparency, let's talk accountability. And I said, great, I'm going to put through Bill 150 about transparency in internal party elections, which means that if you went into a nomination meeting and you fiddled with the votes, you can actually get in trouble for it. Because right now, it's not punishable. The cops can't do anything if they find you fiddling or doing something in an internal party vote. So I said, let's make it law. Let's make it law. And why does that matter? Because if someone in my role right now as an MPP got the chance to run in an election
because I did some sneaky business in a nomination meeting. Do you really want me in a position like this? Probably not. And now it's happening. And there's reports of it happening. You can check online. Go on DuckDuckGo, check it out, or whatever browser we're supposed to be using. I'm not sure if it's saving. But check that out. You'll see Hamilton West and Castle Dundas. There were reports. There's printers on site printing up Belleville. This was an issue in the PC party. Fortunately, it's not an issue anymore because they don't even hold nominations. They just handpick their candidates. It's unfortunate, really. So I put through the bill, and I was bullied by my colleagues in the PC party. Take the bill off the table, Belinda. Change the bill. Why did you put the bill through, Belinda? And I'm thinking I'm in the twilight zone. Didn't we say we wanted transparency? Didn't we want accountability? Don't we want honesty in the election process for people who are going to become public servants? They didn't like any of it. They went to the media and they said they weren't going to support my bill. But I refused to get rid of the bill. So the day came for debate. And Jim actually came to watch. He was in the gallery looking like Batman, just watching the whole proceedings. And picture this. So I'm one of 72 PCMPPs. No one has spoken to me for 2 weeks. No one is speaking to me. And so I stand up to debate my bill, and I'm nervous. And I knew I had no support. Government House Leader stands up and says they're going to support the bill. Great. But here's the catch. They wanted to put an opt-out in the bill. So the PC party, our conservative party, wanted to have an ability to opt out of the democratic process so that if something funny was happening in their nomination, they would not be held accountable. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say to that. So the bill passed, it went to committee. And it did not get through committee. And I wrote to them and I asked, so what happened to the bill? They killed the bill. The PCs killed Bill 150. And I was still part of the PC